Hey there, friends. Ever catch yourself wondering why people do the things they do? Or maybe you've pondered why you react a certain way in different situations. Well, you're in good company. The human mind is a fascinating place, filled with mysteries and wonders that even scientists are still unraveling. Think about it. Every decision we make, every emotion we feel, and every interaction we have is influenced by complex psychological processes. Some of these are obvious, but others are hidden beneath the surface, subtly guiding our thoughts and actions without us even realizing it. In today's video, we're going to pull back the curtain on some of these hidden forces. We'll explore 10 mind-blowing psychology facts that not only reveal surprising truths about how our minds work but might also inspire you to see yourself and others in a whole new light. So grab a snack, get comfy, and let's dive into this exciting journey together. Trust me, by the end, you'll be looking at the world through a whole new lens. Let's get started. Keycap 1: Your memories are less reliable than you think. Alright, kicking things off with a real mind bender. Have you ever been absolutely convinced that something happened a certain way, only to find out you were way off? Don't worry, you're not losing it. That's just how our brains work. Our memories aren't like video recordings stored neatly in a file cabinet. Instead, they're more like stories that get rewritten every time we tell them. Each time we recall an event, our brains reconstruct the memory, sometimes adding or omitting details without us even realizing it. This is known as memory distortion, and it's why eyewitness testimonies can be so unreliable. Factors like stress, suggestion from others, or even just the passage of time can change our recollection of events. A famous example is the Mandela effect, where large groups of people remember something differently than how it actually happened. Like thinking the Monopoly man has a monocle. Spoiler, he doesn't. So, next time you're arguing with someone over a hazy memory, cut each other some slack. Our minds are playing tricks on us more than we'd like to admit. Keycap 2: 95% of brain activity happens below conscious awareness. Get this. The vast majority of your brain's activity is happening without you even knowing it. Scientists estimate that about 95% of brain activity is unconscious. That means decisions you think you're making rationally are often influenced by unseen forces in your mind. Think about routines like driving home. You sometimes arrive without remembering the journey. That's your unconscious mind taking the wheel, not literally, thankfully. It handles countless tasks, from regulating your heartbeat to interpreting complex social cues. Some psychologists believe that tapping into the unconscious mind can unlock creativity and problem-solving abilities we didn't know we had. Techniques like free writing, dream journaling, and even hypnosis aim to access this hidden reservoir of thoughts and feelings. By paying attention to our intuition and those gut feelings, we can make decisions that are more in tune with our true selves. So next time you have a hunch or a dream that feels significant, don't dismiss it. It might just be your unconscious mind trying to tell you something important. Keycap 3: Why people may not help in emergencies. Have you ever heard of the bystander effect? It's a psychological phenomenon where the presence of others discourages an individual from intervening in an emergency situation. It all started back in 1964 with the tragic case of Kitty Genovese in New York City. Reports at the time claimed that dozens of witnesses saw or heard her being attacked but failed to help or call the police. While later investigations revealed inaccuracies in the story, it sparked extensive research into why people don't act when others are around. The main culprit is diffusion of responsibility. We assume someone else will step in, so we don't have to. Social influence also plays a role. We look to others for cues on how to behave, and if they seem unbothered, we might think action isn't needed. But here's the takeaway. Being aware of the bystander effect empowers us to overcome it. If you see someone in need, don't wait for others to act. Your initiative might inspire others to help too. Keycap 4: Belief can alter reality. The placebo effect. Let's talk about the mind's ability to heal the body, or at least, make it think it's being healed. The placebo effect occurs when a person experiences a real change in their health after receiving a treatment with no therapeutic value. Imagine participating in a drug trial and getting a sugar pill instead of the actual medication. If you believe it's the real deal, you might start feeling better anyway. That's not just in your head. Studies have shown physiological changes like reduced pain levels and improved symptoms. It's all about expectation. When we expect a treatment to work, our brain releases chemicals like endorphins, which can mimic the effects of real medications. This doesn't mean we can think our way out of every illness, but it does highlight the incredible connection between mind and body. Harnessing positive thinking and strong belief can complement traditional treatments and improve outcomes. So, next time you're feeling under the weather, a little optimism might just give you a boost. Keycap 5: The mental discomfort that drives change. Ever felt that knot in your stomach when your actions don't align with your beliefs? That's cognitive dissonance rearing its head. It's a psychological tension that arises when we hold conflicting thoughts, beliefs, or attitudes, especially related to behavioral decisions. Say you pride yourself on being environmentally conscious but find yourself tossing a recyclable bottle into the trash. That uneasy feeling pushes you to resolve the inconsistency, either by changing your behavior, start recycling more diligently, or rationalizing it. It's just one bottle, it won't make a difference. Cognitive dissonance doesn't just apply to big contradictions, it can happen in everyday situations too. Like when you know that eating junk food isn't healthy, but you indulge anyway and then feel guilty about it. Recognizing this discomfort can motivate us to change our habits or reconcile our actions with our beliefs. Embracing cognitive dissonance isn't just about reducing discomfort, it's a pathway to personal growth. By confronting these internal conflicts, we can make choices that better reflect who we want to be. Keycap 6: You're not being watched as much as you think. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like everyone's eyes were glued to you, noticing every tiny flaw? Relax, that's just the spotlight effect playing tricks on you. This psychological phenomenon causes us to vastly overestimate how much others notice about us. In reality, most people are too preoccupied with their own thoughts and concerns to focus intensely on someone else. Researchers have even tested this by having participants wear embarrassing t-shirts and then asking them how many people noticed. The wearers thought nearly half the group noticed, but in reality, only a quarter did. Understanding the spotlight effect can be liberating. It means that awkward moment you stumbled over your words or spilled a drink. Probably not as big of a deal as you think. So, go easy on yourself. Embrace your imperfections and know that others likely aren't scrutinizing you nearly as much as you imagine. Keycap 7: High expectations enhance performance. Let's dive into how our expectations can shape reality. The Pygmalion effect refers to the phenomenon where higher expectations lead to improved performance. In a classic study, teachers were told that certain students were bloomers based on test results, which were actually random. Lo and behold, those students showed greater academic improvement over the year. The teacher's beliefs influenced their behavior towards the students, who in turn performed better. This doesn't just apply to schools. In workplaces, managers who believe their team is capable tend to foster an environment where employees thrive. Even in personal relationships, expecting the best from others can encourage them to rise to the occasion. But here's the flip side: low expectations can hinder performance. It's a powerful reminder to be mindful of the messages we send through our expectations. So, let's set the bar high for ourselves and others. Who knows what we can achieve when we believe in our potential? Keycap 8: First impressions shape all perceptions. They say you never get a second chance to make a first impression, and psychology agrees. Enter the halo effect, where our overall impression of a person influences how we perceive their specific traits. If someone strikes us as likable or attractive, we're more likely to assume they possess other positive qualities like intelligence or kindness, even without evidence. This cognitive bias can affect everything from job interviews to dating. For instance, in hiring, a candidate who makes a strong first impression might be rated more favorably across all areas, even if their qualifications are average. On the flip side, a poor first impression can unfairly taint our view of someone's abilities. Being aware of the halo effect can help us check our biases. Taking the time to get to know people beyond that initial impression ensures we're making fair and informed judgments. So next time you meet someone new, remember to look beyond the halo and see the whole person. Keycap 9: Emotions are contagious. Feeling a bit down after hanging out with a gloomy friend? Or perhaps energized after spending time with a passionate coworker? That's emotional contagion at play. Humans are highly social creatures, and we unconsciously mimic the emotions and expressions of those around us. This happens through mirror neurons, which fire when we observe others' actions or feelings, helping us to empathize. This can be both positive and negative. Surrounding yourself with upbeat, positive people can boost your mood and outlook. On the flip side, Constant exposure to negativity can bring you down. But it also means you have the power to influence others. Bringing positive energy into your interactions can lift others up, creating a ripple effect of good vibes. So let's be mindful of the emotional atmosphere we create and catch, and spread, the feelings we want to see more of in the world. Keycap 10. Your brain can rewire itself at any age. Last but definitely not least, let's talk about neuroplasticity, the brain's amazing ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. Contrary to old beliefs, our brains aren't hardwired and unchangeable after a certain age. In fact, learning new skills, experiencing new things, or even thinking differently can reshape your brain's structure and function. This is great news. It means it's never too late to learn that instrument, pick up a new language, or change unhelpful thought patterns. Therapies that leverage neuroplasticity can help recover from brain injuries, manage chronic pain, or overcome mental health challenges. Understanding neuroplasticity empowers us to take charge of our personal development. Our brains are like muscles. The more we use and challenge them, the stronger they become. So embrace new experiences, keep learning, and know that your brain is more adaptable than you ever imagined. And there you have it, folks, 10 mind-blowing psychology facts that offer a glimpse into the intricate workings of our minds. From the fallibility of our memories to the incredible adaptability of our brains, it's clear that understanding psychology isn't just for scientists or therapists, it's for all of us. But let's not stop here. Let's take these insights and apply them to our everyday lives. Maybe it's being more forgiving of ourselves when we forget something, knowing that memories are reconstructed. Or perhaps it's stepping up when someone needs help, aware of the bystander effect. It could even be setting higher expectations for ourselves and those around us to boost performance. Knowledge truly is power, and by understanding these psychological principles, we can improve our relationships, our work, and even our own self-perception. The mind is a powerful tool, and the more we understand it, the better we can harness its potential. So, what do you think? Which fact surprised you the most, and how do you plan to use this new knowledge? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please share them in the comments below. And if this video sparked your curiosity, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the wonders of the human mind. Thanks so much for watching and being part of this journey. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and remember, the mind is more powerful than you know.